he's old, 75, 80, he'll still whoop
Remember that.
that. Yeah, man. How long have we been on here? I don't even
I don't
know.
know. It
Been a
doesn't
little
have it. It doesn't have it. You might have to. You might have to cut this one up. You might have to edit it and cut it up. Get
real.
a couple out of it.
Okay. Yeah, listen, this is not gonna be our first conversation, but I've had a blast. Have you had fun?
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad. I'm glad you're doing what you're doing, man. I said it a
Yeah.
while ago. And like I said, if we do another one, man, like go ahead and let it loose, let it fire. Don't you know what I mean?
Well,
I'm first off, I'm an open book. So like, if you want to ask weird
yeah.
questions or like get off the beaten path, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. It depends. That's some people are good at that. Some people are like, no, no, no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can roll with the punches. I'm
But
good
I
enough
think
with
I
cliches
think a
that if
way
I
to
don't
grow
land,
this,
I'll beat
one of the
around the
ways
bush.
to not enough of these guys we talk about the arm wrestling, we talk about all the accolades and stuff, but if somebody, you don't have to tell your whole life story, but the more if part of, like you're saying, the marketing thing,
Yeah,
it, one thing Steve Black taught me, I was all into the promo thing and blah, 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 I'm gonna beat you and
yeah,
I'm coming to your
yeah,
town, I'm gonna take you down. And it's all been, Steve Black's like, it's all been done before. He's like,
right,
nowadays you look at like Matt Mask and Ryan Bowen, and these guys are doing skits and they're, instead of coming at Paul Linn saying, I'm gonna beat, I'm gonna take your arm home with me. And they're promoting their personalities,
yep,
and that's growing their brand,
right,
probably more so than just being a promo cutter. You know what I mean?
right.
Because I think they're trying to they don't want to get caught up into that, like you said, the WWE thing, like a knockoff kind of thing.
Well, there's a thin line because you can put like a lot of what you're doing, like with your promo stuff, like that was one of the like so your little promo videos and stuff, the one you
Oh,
did
I
for
do
like
it for fun. I love it. Yeah.
yeah, so that is like a niche, and I don't think that you should get totally away from that
Oh,
because
I'll
I think
never. No, there's
you got
many faces
talent.
of Jimmy G for sure.
Yeah, man, like your
Yeah.
voice, especially when you go in that mode, you edit some things up. Like that's a talent that you have. So
Yeah.
you use that, but it can't be. It's like you said, your brand is you. You know.
I don't
So
think it's
like,
gonna be one thing or the other. I feel like it's all interaction. It's all just being there.
right,
I'm basically a living camera. You know what I
right.
mean? And I can tell you, yeah, that's what it feels like. I didn't really. I talked with you about, this probably a year ago, sort of.
Mhm.
I just started figuring this out, but I had no idea what it was going to turn into. I've just kind of no expectations, but always trying to make it a little bit better each
Right.
time. And I feel like by just being around, being in the moment and just let it kind of is forming itself, a little bit at a time. And people are, it's
Well,
it's
you have a radio type voice.
yeah,
Like so when you voice over things like that's a gift. I don't have a radio voice. I might be able to bullshit a little bit and
yeah,
be able to talk with like a minuscule amount of articulation,
yeah,
enough to get me through an interview, but I don't have a radio voice. Like I'm not, that's not, so you've been gifted. God gave you that. He gave you a radio voice, he gave you so that, that is, in itself is just one of your tools to build your brand. Brand is who you are though.
yeah,
And I think in the arm wrestling community, especially if they think and they know that you are a real dude, like
yeah,
you're a real guy and you're a good dude, but you obviously give off good energy, they're gonna get behind you. It just
yeah.
might be a slow grind, you know?
Oh, it's the tortoise sometimes wins the race.
Absolutely. And don't sell your soul to it either. Like
Oh,
don't go too far down the rat. If you think, hey, I got to do this to make my brand better, but it's
no,
gonna feel weird if I do it, don't do it. Don't do it.
one,
I think there's a lot of people out there who are like maybe trying to build that brand and they're doing things that they wouldn't normally do or
yeah, man.
don't do
I
it.
can't
Man.
be that dude, man. Dude, they
Yeah.
threw a dildo on my fucking live feed the other night. I go, what the hell did this come from? Who's
But that's
bringing
not
this
your
to
fault.
practice and why?
That ain't your fault. Who was it? Ryan Grondin did it? Did
Yeah,
Ryan did
man,
it?
he's the only one who could have brought it.
That's funny.
I said, Ryan, can you just? Somebody took this whole thing. It was like this long. It's crazy. Paul, I was gonna do a game of 20 questions with you, but we've been
All
on
right.
for a while, man.
right.
That could be a whole other hour.
Yeah.
I think we'll save that for next time.
Okay.
'Cause I have no idea how long this went, but it went perfect.
Okay.
I had a good time.
Hey,
It's
buddy.
my
Yeah, yeah.
first one. It's just gonna get better. See how this all.
You're the man. When we do another one, you get your little show together. Just let it fly, man. Don't even worry
Yeah,
about the script. You know,
sure.
put it in your head and let's get after it. It's whatever
Oh
you
yeah,
want to do.
Paul. It's been a pleasure, man. Listen,
Absolutely, brother.
you're. I always tell people you're the reason why I fell in love with this sport. It wasn't nothing you said or you did. It's just you being you, just like you said. Two
Nah,
couple like-minded guys.
absolutely, absolutely, brother,
Good
man.
vibes, good
Jimmy
times, good
Walnuts, Jimmy G, the Italian Stallion, the Church of Arm
Yes.
Wrestling. Like, subscribe, and make sure that you share.
Yes. Paul, you're the man. Tell your family. Good night from
Will do. Take care.
Stallion, Jimmy Walnuts. Paul, you're a cannon. I'll see
Pasha Music.